Sagai Raj, who was also giving us live update at about 2:30 a.m. is now joining me live this morning. Again, it's a reminder for the viewer of how India Today has been relentlessly reporting on this case. So Sagai, he has returned immediately as expected, taken into custody, but I found it interesting. An all-women cop team was deployed to take him into arrest.
Probably a message to the survivors, probably a message to the other victims who have not come forward to register a complaint. So if you notice that there were senior officers who have escorted him from the airport, and when he was about to reach CID office, that's when we got to know that it is all women's police officers who have escorted him inside the SIT office. As we speak now, the interrogation will continue in the SIT office here in Bengaluru, where they will be taking him for a routine medical checkup. Subsequently, he will be also produced in front of the judge to seek police custody. How many days they are going to get? That is going to be very interesting, because the more the days they get, the more the police can grill him when he is under the custody of the SIT. If not, he will be sent to judicial custody. So once they get the SID custody, they might go ahead and take audio sample, they might do DNA test, and several other things, including spot inquest, which is also called Mother in Karnataka, where they will be taken to the spot of the crime along with the victim and accused. They might take a spot crime statement from both the accused and victim. And apart from that, there is also an identification parade which might happen, and several other part of investigating procedure which will take place in these days. So the days ahead for Prajwal Revanna and family is going to be tough. Meanwhile, there is an anticipatory bail which has been applied by Prajwal Revanna on the other day, which will be heard today, and probably it might be converted into a regular bail because it's already in a police custody and you cannot apply for an anticipatory plea.
And that's part of law. It will be his right. That's how Indian democracy and its laws function, that those laws and those opportunities are given for a fair trial. And for the viewer, to give you a background and reminder, look closely on your screen where we are putting out the charges against him and realize how grave the charges are. Sagai, as I do have another question for you. Late night, what did you see at the airport? Was there heavy deployment to ensure, because I've heard that there have been protests demanding his arrest as well, but on the ground, I could see this sort of ensuring by the forces that he does not escape. He's immediately taken into custody. And tell us why this case is so significant. It isn't just another case with some charges. There are serious allegations against him with videos out as well.
Absolutely. You're talking about a grandson of former Prime Minister. You're talking about a nephew of former Chief Minister. You're talking about an influential person and former minister's son, who have the entire the family tree in a political field for more than 2 decades. So
who himself is an MP, Sagai, let's add that here. Who himself is a member of parliament.
Yes, his father is a former minister, his brother is an MLC, he's an MP. And his mother was also wanted to contest in the previous assembly election. Unfortunately, she couldn't do so. So if you notice, the entire family trees have political connection. They have a significant presence in the state of Karnataka, and that will continue for a longer time. And that is one of the reasons that this particular case is very important, to ensure that justice is being prevailed when it comes to the survivors in this particular case. 3 rape charges. See, as I was telling yesterday, the kind of videos which has been released, it was not just 3. There were multiple videos which has been released, but there are only 3 FIRs which has been registered. So by the arrest and by taking him escorted by the women police, this clearly sends a message for more survivors to come forward and register a case saying that they are with you. The government is with you. They will give you enough security and safety. They'll take safety measures to ensure that the accused has been booked and the justice has been prevailed. So the message is quite clear, and the government should do more awareness program to ensure that more people should come out and give complaints whoever been affected due to these kind of predators.
Sagai, please stay on with me, because just to give an update to our viewer tuning in right now this morning to the first up, accused Neta Prajwal Revanna, who's been a JDS member of parliament from Hassan constituency, and the day the polling happened, he realized the issue has come to surface, it's going to blow up. He left for abroad for the next 1 month. He appeared, and that's the first image that we see of him early hours this Friday morning. He's been taken into the custody of the Special Investigation Team right away at the airport. He has already filed for an anticipatory bail plea. His father is out on bail, who was also earlier arrested, H.D. Revanna, who also is facing separate charges, including kidnapping. His uncle, H.D. Kumaraswamy, former Chief Minister of Karnataka, has distanced himself from entire controversy and he's left Bengaluru with his family. He has said that he does not want to be a part of this because this, remember, has put the family and one of the most influential families. Like Sagai was saying, when your grandfather is a former Prime Minister, when the uncle is a Chief Minister, when you yourself a Member of Parliament and other family members are also in some big government positions, elected positions as leaders, it sends out a message of how that power, that money was being misused and against poor, vulnerable women. But these are charges for now, I repeat. There will be an investigation and there will be answers that he'll also have to give when questions are put to him. Sagai, as you head to further investigation in this case, tell us what is the procedure going to be like today, because he has been taken into custody, but that's just the beginning.
Absolutely, it's just a beginning, and there will be a protocol which will be followed, the procedure where he will be taken for a routine medical test in a boring hospital in Bengaluru, and thereafter he will be produced. And after that, what is going to happen is very important, because they might go ahead and take his clarification on the statement given by all those rape victims, and they will also try to ask him whether he can identify all these women, and most of them are the employees, servants who work in his house. And they will claim whether they are making any kind of false allegations on him. So these are part of investigation where the special investigation officers will go ahead and confront him along with the statement of the survivors, and they might also take him to Hassan and other crime spots wherever this particular alleged rape charges has, rape cases has been registered against him. So these are part of investigation. So we need to wait and watch how he is going to cooperate, because there were multiple notices which was being issued against him. He refused to attend all those notices, and later on he put out a video on social media stating that he'll come on 31st. And before that, he had also sought 7 days of time, but the SIT did not entertain that. Despite that, he didn't attend after 7 days of time that he sought from SIT. Now he is landed. So
and Sagai, it's also a fact that must be put out in the public domain, even though he has been taken into custody right now and the investigation will follow. But how many have been able to get away for a month? There is this question of influence and power that he has been able to use at least for a month when he was abroad, and that perhaps is a reminder of how with serious charges like that, law should have caught up right away.